Anyways, he's here, joining. He might join later. Welcome to class. My name is Dara. Sorry for getting distracted by my dog. We've got 30 minutes of core strength. We're going to start off with a little bit of a yoga sequence in standing and then take it down onto the mat. My class is for everybody. I gear my classes towards endurance athletes, run, bike, swim of all levels. It is advanced, but I will show you options. Again, I'm a physical therapist first, and then a strength coach, yogi, endurance athlete second. So listen to your body, modify as needed, be safe. I will show you options. Grab a weight if you have one for class. This is always optional, but I always suggest grab a weight for home. Join me. Let's do this 30 minutes. Let's start off in standing, yoga warm up again, and then we're going to take it down onto the mat for some core strength. Coming up next, inhale, reach to the sky. Let's get it going. Lengthen, use this yoga warm-up just as a chance to check in with your body. Reach, 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 long, tall spine. Exhale, forward fold, bring the arms all the way down. Knees are soft, just shake it out, just checking in. We're starting off slow, just to kind of check in and see how everything's feeling, get things moving, using this yoga as a nice mobility warm-up. Knees are soft, last breath here. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. I'm gonna add in a little bit of squats and lunges to our warm-up. So if you have the weights, bring them. If not, not a big deal. Hold it here, flat back, straighten out the knees for more of a stretch behind the legs. Brace with your abs, tuck your chin in. This is your hip hinge, like your deadlift. Hold it here for one breath. And then hands come down, step back into plank. We don't have a ton of planks today, so let's take advantage right now. Pushing away from the mat, strong shoulders, spread the fingers wide, one breath. Exhale, knees down, slowly lower chaturanga, elbows close to your sides. Uncurl your toes, set yourself up for a little baby cobra. Get that back loosened up. Extension in the spine is healthy. You need a supple spine. Pull the shoulder blades down your back, hold it here, and then exhale back down. Almost done with our sun salutation, a warm-up. Push yourself back, downward facing dog. Every class starts with a little bit of yoga just to get limbered up. Pedal the feet, give your calf and ankles a nice little stretch here. Enjoy the stretch if you're a runner and you're a cyclist, or either, or you're just a human. You probably have tight calves and ankles. Flex, flex, flex those feet. Walk your hands back to your feet. Let's go through this sun cell, a vinyasa, 2 more times. Inhale, reach to the sky. We're speeding up. Lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are soft. Hang out here, shake it out. I love adding my yoga into my PT and my strength coaching. Just get things going. Get your whole body moving, flowing. Inhale, halfway lift. Enjoy the flow. We need to be supple, not just strong. Hold it here. Straighten out those legs. Give yourself a nice hamstring stretch, maybe sciatic nerve stretch. Hold it here. Bring your hands down to plank. Strong shoulders. Use your shoulders. Push away from the mat. Engage. Make this plank work for you. Pay attention. Exhale, lower chaturanga all the way down if you can. Great way to work on that push-up strength if you need help with your upper body. If you're a runner or a cyclist, you probably do. I'm always nagging on my cyclists, my runners, do more upper body strength. Gotta have a full body that's strong. Enjoy this extension. Reach back. Exhale back down. Push yourself back, downward facing dog, pedal the feet. We've got one more flow just like this. Then we're moving on. We do have squats. We do have lunges. Weights are optional. Walk your hands back to your feet last time through. Let's make it good. Roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Articulate through that whole spine. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are soft. Halfway lift, hip hinge. Brace with your abs. Hands come down, plank. Again, every class has this warm-up. I love it. This little easy warm-up. Yoga is for everyone. You don't need to be a pro to get something out of this basic stuff here. Cobra stretch. Last time, we're up dog. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. Engage your lats. I'm going to remind you of this again when we do our squats. Engage. Posterior chain. Spine is protected with a nice strong back. Push yourself back, downward facing dog. Let the heels just drop. and just settle back into this nice down dog stretch. If you're like me, you got tight calves, your heels may not touch the ground, that's okay. That's why we're working on it, right? Enjoy this stretch. Really spread your fingers wide to create some nice grip and control with your upper body. Push yourself back. Bring your butt high. Flatten out that upper back. Last breath here. Again, if you have weights, light to medium, you can grab them. If not, that's okay. We're still gonna do some squats and lunges, sorry. Walk your hands back to your feet, come up into standing. If you have one weight or two weights, doesn't really matter if you have no weights, that's okay. Body weight is good. So we're gonna come into a squat pattern, back up, and then I'm gonna come into a lunge pattern. And then back to my squat. I will show you a front view if you're like, what the heck is she doing? Right, so if I've got my weights, two at my sides, or I've got my one kettlebell at my chest, holding that weight onto my chest, this is dynamic. Sitting back into my squat, and then I'm gonna come into my lunge. Again, if your knees are a little cranky, you're like, Dara, I hate lunges, then don't go as deep or don't go back, or just hold the squat, right? Again, everyone's squat depth is going to depend on their flexibility, mobility, and strength. Squeezing my shoulder blades back, just like I cued you earlier. Again, if you just want to do the squat, that's okay. Start now. If you have the two weights, they're going to be here. Sliding down, kind of meeting with that mid shin. And if you don't, and you just want to focus on your air squat, brace with your abs, sit back or sit down into the squat. Weight is in my heels. My entire foot is connected. I'm going to add a little bit of my lunge and back. A little bit of my reverse lunge. Back to center. This is a nice one to focus, to work on a little bit of that stability of that single leg coming back into your lunge. Can you line everything up? In other words, I'm going to sit back into my squat. Is this lined up here? Is this kneecap lining up with that midfoot? Again, physical therapy, knees. How many cranky knees have I seen over the years? Work on your alignment, right? That's part strength, that's part mobility, part just being in touch with what is midline, right? So a nice chance to work on that with our lunges. So let's do a few more. At your own pace, it's self-guided, right? I'm just your guide. If I've got my one weight here, again, if you want to go lower, go lower. If you want your knee to touch the ground, you can. If you're like, my knees don't like that, then don't. Let's do a few more. Sink back. Again, I'm going back into this. Hips go back. Knees are not going way far in front of my toes. It's another cue. If your knees tend to get a little cranky, think about sitting back more rather than driving the knees forward. Let's do two more. Crazy how you can get tired just doing some basic squats and lunges, right? All right, drop the weights. We are done with that for now. Let's take it down onto the mat. Let's do a little bit of thread the needle upper back mobility. And then we're gonna get into our core sequence of three. Got 3 moves. Haven't even gone to the core stuff yet, right? Everything is core, in my opinion, right? Our squats, I'm bracing with my core. My lunges, I'm seeking balance. Even here, I'm integrating in my breath, my rib cage, diaphragm, that's a part of your core. Reach through, inhale to the sky, exhale, reaching through. Some upper back mobility. Again, we need the entire spine to move, otherwise we're just gonna be driving stress into other areas like our neck and our lower back, etc. One more here, and then we'll switch sides. Open up that rib cage, reach it through. Same thing, other side. Inhale, reach to the sky. This is also great for shoulder mobility. Get that mid-back moving. Create some freedom in the shoulder, right? Again, want that whole spine to move nice and easily. So we've got a core series of 3 moves. Every class I have has a little series of 3 moves, 3 sets. We will finish with a little bit of glutes. Start with a little bit of obliques. A little bit of a hollow hold. My favorite. You know me, you know I love my hollow holds because they're hard. Last one here. All right, come on to your back. Reverse crunches, elbow to knee. If you want to just do level 1, you're here. On that exhale, reverse. Reverse. If you want to do the whole mamma jamma, elbow to knee. This is a crunch. Small movement. Power. Use your breath. Exhale, lift. Use those lower abdominals. Squeeze, lift. 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 So we've got a reverse crunch, lower abdominals. That's this move, right? Nice long set our first round. So get into this, settle in, exhale, lift. Use that pelvic floor. Use your lower abdominals. Squeeze, pull yourself up. If you want to make this even more challenging, you can tap. Reverse crunch, elbow to knee, feet tap down, lift. So we've got reverse crunch, lower abdominals. We've got a hollow body hold, which is everything. Hollow body hold, where does it work? Everything. You're just holding it. This is a static move. This is dynamic. So you can do a little bit of everything. And then we've got glutes. Got a little of a glute bridge modification. Again, if you want to use your weights for the glute bridges, you can, or the mini bands, not needed. I will give you some options to make those a little bit spicier. Got a little single leg bridge coming in. So that's the set of 3 for today. Again, nice long first round. We're going to speed it up as we get into the second and third rounds. All right, let's do 2 more. Lift. Lift. All right, hollow body hold. That's going to be 30 seconds. You are going to lift yourself up. Level 1 is here. Lower back stays glued to the ground. Level 2 is here. Lower back stays glued to the ground. Level 3 is here. Guess what? Lower back still stays glued to the ground. Meaning there's no space here. None. 30 seconds. This is advanced. Pick your level. I shouldn't even be able to get a little finger or toothpick here, right? This lower back, press it down. That's the abs in the front. Doing that, let's start in 3, in 2, in 1. Pick your level, 30 seconds. There's a reason I like this one, because it's hard. 30 seconds to long 30 seconds, right? Tuck the chin in, press the rib cage down, engage your abs. All of these actions, these ab exercises, they need to be active. Pay attention, don't space out. If you're spacing out, you're probably not doing it correctly. Your lower back's gonna get cranky, and also, that's not the point, right? Brace, tight, tension in 3, 2, 1, relax. Glute bridges, if you have weights for our last exercise, you can place them here on the hips. If not, that's okay. Start off with your basic glute bridge. And do arms overhead. Here is a little bit easier. Squeeze with each lift. Again, if you've got the weights, place them here. Emphasize that glute activation. We're gonna do a few like this, and then a few single leg bridges just to fire up, burn that booty, finish it off. This is a glute bridge. Glute primary driver, glutes and hamstrings. Lower back is working, but if all you're feeling is your back, that is not this. Squeeze. Let's do a few more, and then we're gonna do single leg bridges in 3. Last one. Place your hands onto that right thigh. Drive your left heel into the ground. Single leg, your left booty should be working. If your hamstring feels like it's gonna cramp, sorry. That will happen. Right, work through, get that hamstring, get it used to being worked in this short position. Activate, single leg bridge, press, opposing leg, create some ab tension. 2 more, 1 more. Whew. Left hamstring's talking to me. Guess what, now I gotta do the other side. Dig that heel into the ground. My knee is at about a 90-degree angle. I'm coming all the way up. That's another thing I like to nag on my patients or my clients. Come all the way up. Engage here. This is the working leg. Last few, and then guess what? We start back over round 2. 1 more. All right, come back down onto your back. Reverse crunch. Round 2. We're not taking breaks. exhale, crunch, exhale. I don't want you to be feeling this in your neck, right? So another cue that I will give people is tucking that chin in. A lot of times we do that with our lifting, like if we're doing hip thrusters or even deadlifting, I'll cue that, a little bit of that chin tuck, but here it's gonna lock you in here. It's also gonna avoid that neck getting tense and strained. Everyone's like, oh, my neck always hurts after I do ab work. Tuck it in, right? And then use your hands to support your head, not to be pulling on your head. Exhale, use your diaphragm. Most of the work should be coming from here. Lift. Pelvic floor, squeeze, draw it up, and lift. Everyone has a pelvic floor, even guys. Squeeze, that's part of your core. That's the bottom. Squeeze it up, lift. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Hollow body hold is next. Thank God we only have 3 rounds. We can do it. Get ready in 5, 4, set yourself up. 3, 2, lift, hold it, hollow hold, 30 seconds. I do this move a lot in my class. If you come back, subscribe to the channel, join me every week, you will get very strong in your abs. This is not an easy move. I do it probably at least once a week in this class because it's challenging. Press your lower back down in 5, in 4, 3, 2, 1. You do not need a lot of weights to get strong. I always suggest core strength, mobility work like this at least twice a week. For my athletes of all levels, I don't care if you're 80 or 8, get some mobility, flexibility, and get some core strength and stability in. Protect your body. And then strength training, right? Weights. I add a little bit into this class. You can check out some of my other playlists for other ideas for full body strength. You can check out my plans, my new plan online. Check it out. Linked in today's class. Notes. Let's do single leg. Left leg. Whew. 3 rounds, 3 moves. Burn it out. Really squeeze and lift. We're almost done. Last few. Dig in with that heel. 2 more. 1 more. It's nice when I can kind of see myself in the mirror because sometimes I'm not going as high as I think I am. So it's nice if you have a mirror where you can really kind of just see, evaluate. Are you really fully engaged? Are you really coming up as high as you need to? I'm not always myself. I got to kind of check in. Am I doing this? Last few. 2 more. We've got our last round. Let's finish off with a bang. Squeeze, reverse crunch again. Let's get it done. I'd like to get in a little bit of low back strength work at the end of class today. Every class is different, but this is the general flow. I like to start off with a little bit of yoga, some mobility, get things moving, blood pumping throughout the entire body, get some breath work going. Get into our core series here. Really keep it dynamic, changing different parts, upper, lower, obliques, deep abdominals, pelvic floor, rib cage, diaphragm, all that stuff, glutes, and then stretch. In 4 more here. 3, 2, 1. Guess what? Hollow hold, last one. Make it good. Let's start off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 30-second hold. Tuck that chin in. Make this your best one. The lower your legs are, the harder it is. Again, level 1 is here. Level 2, level 3. 10 more seconds. We can do this. We've got our glute bridges, and then that's it for today. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Glute bridge. Last time. Again, primary mover here. I want it to be glutes and some hamstrings. The lower back is working, but it's secondary to those glutes. Fire them up. Dig in with the heels. If you're not getting this in the right spot, change the foot position, change the activation, change the heels, change the feet, move things around, really trying to emphasize that squeeze. Again, weights optional for these. Let's do some single leg bridge. Finish it up. Pressing in with that right upper thigh. So I'm engaging my hip flexors on the right side while I'm activating my glutes on the left. Nice little add on to that traditional single leg bridge. Left glute is working. Bridge up, up. Last few, we're almost done, guys. 2 more. 1 more, switch sides, almost done. Get those glutes fired up. I love my single leg work, especially if you don't have a lot of heavier weights, right? You're doing stuff at home. Like all of my plans are based on dumbbells, kettlebells at home. So you can do more reps to get the same effect or do a lot more single leg work. So I suggest you kind of start to think about that. If you work out traditionally at home, you can get very, very strong, very defined, nice physique from working out just at home. You just need to be smart about it. 1 more. All right, turn over onto your stomach. Let's do some lower back strength a little bit before we cool it down and stretch. We're almost done, you guys. Tuck that chin in. Brace with your abs a little bit, opposite arm and leg. Reach and lower. Reach. Again, every class that I host live is a little bit different, so check out some other classes in that core class playlist. Subscribe to the channel. You get notifications of class. I will change it up a little bit, add in a little bit more weights in some classes, a little bit more abs focus in some classes, a little bit more full body. Subscribe to the channel and you'll see. Let's do a couple more, just really engaging that whole back side of the body. Really lengthen, reach, and lower. Lengthen and lower. Last few here. Then we're going to stretch, cool it down, be done with class. 30 minutes or less. Let's do 2 more. Lift, extension, reach. Last one. Perfect. I want you to lift and hold arms and legs off the ground. Fly Superman, Superwoman for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Engage. Pull the shoulder blades down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it over onto your back. Let's stretch it out, shall we? Hug the knees into your chest. Give them a nice little squeeze. Rock the knees side to side. Give that lower back a nice little massage here. Just rocking the knees side to side. Any other stretches that feel good, now is your chance. Modify for your body. Extend that left leg long. Shake it out. Let's do a little bit of an active hamstring stretch on this right side. Grab behind that right thigh. Actively flex and relax. Again, nice little active hamstring stretch, maybe a little bit of a sciatic nerve tensioner or glide as well. Bring your toes towards your head. So I'm going to flex and relax. Flex and relax. Last few here. 1 more time. Perfect. Roll the ankles and the toes around. Roll that hip, little hip circles. Get into that hip joint. Easy, mellow. Again, modify any of these moves based on your body, what feels right for you. We're all built differently. With that left hand, bring that right knee across your body. Find that position that just feels like a nice stretch for you. Into the glutes, maybe IT bend, maybe lower back. If you rotate more off the mat, this should feel like Always just a nice stretch. Open that right arm out. Play around with that angle and see like, where does it feel good on you? If you want a little bit of glutes, maybe you go higher with the knee, maybe a little bit more lower back, rotating off the mat even more. Again, the way that I'm doing the stretch may not resonate for you or may not be the best for your body, so modify it as needed. Hold it here, really slow down the breath. Inhale through the nose, hold it, and then exhale it out. See how slow you can get that breath to go. I like that hold in the middle. Just really resets your nervous system. Inhale, hold it, and then exhale it out. Should allow you to sink a little bit deeper into those stretches as well. Come back to center. Let's do our figure 4 stretch. Again, another hip opener. Got tons of options here. Pigeon pose, thread the needle, figure 4 stretch, piriformis stretch this is called, reaching through. This is just a nice hip opener. Stretches a lot more than just your piriformis. By the way, this is a nice big glutes. Glutes attached to your lower back, lumbar spine. So that will help your lower back as well. Get into all this stuff here. Roll the shoulders out. Release any tension in the shoulders, the neck. Maybe shake the head side to side. Release any tension. Let it go. Focusing on that slow breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And then let's take one more breath here. We'll do the same thing other side, and then we will be done with class for today. Thank you for coming. Unwrap that right leg. Let's do that active hamstring stretch. Reach it up, flex those toes. This is my tighter side. Always feel this a little bit more. Flex. Get those toes actively point. Ooh, add on to that stretch. Reach. Just notice how your left side feels versus your right side. Is there anything that you need to work on? Right, I always tell my patients, same thing in physical therapy. Use this time to work on those asymmetries. Is this your tighter side? Do a little bit more on this tighter side. That's what I do. Let's do 2 more here. 1 more. Hip circles, roll that hip around. Get that hip moving. Mobility. We need to have nice mobile joints, not just big, strong muscles. We need both, right? We all need both. Reach. Bring that knee across your body. Again, finding that position that really feels good on you. Left arm goes out, extended 45 degrees. We're almost done with class. Really just let that knee find that nice angle. You can even move it up and down, move it around a little bit. Shift it around. Head goes wherever it feels comfortable. We have our figure 4 stretch next, and then we are basically done with class. Last breath here. Come back to center, figure 4, left side. Reaching through for thread the needle if you want. You can also do pigeon pose, face down. Got so many options here. Any other stretches that you want to add in, add them now. You could also foam roll. There's no one perfect formula. Find what works for you. I just suggest if you want to just copy me, you can do this one for now, right? Give you some type of structure. Just pick something, stick with it for a while. Create that consistency is the key. Last breath here. When you're ready, unwrap that left leg. Place both feet onto the floor. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Nice, gentle. Last little bit for the hips and back. Let those knees rock side to side. Roll yourself onto your side. Let's finish in seated with our last seated stretches. Working on the nice tall spine that we started off class with. Again, you can sit cross-legged. You don't have to. Whatever's comfortable for you. Finding that nice tall spine. Again, alignment. We talked about that with our lunges and our squats. Lining everything up, whether it's your spine, whether it's the kneecaps, lining it up. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale it out one more time, and then that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for coming. Let me know if you liked class. Subscribe to the channel to get notifications. Join me next time. Inhale. Exhale it out. That's it for today. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'll see you next time. Hope you get something out of class. See you next week.